bags and pieces of shit. What's up? Peter Gilmore here for video number 2. Video number 2 on your 2 for Monday. Right here. This time on the Peter Gilmore Wrestling Channel, youtube.com/Peter Gilmore. Thank you for watching on this pretty nice and chilly Monday night, March the 6th, 2023. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video, hit that subscribe button in my pants down in the description box below on this channel and my other 4 main channels, which are down there in my pants, otherwise known as the description box below. And as always, friend me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Share the video all over the internet. And don't forget to tap and slap that bell. Basically treat it like it's your bitch. But treat it nicely. Smack it around a little bit, but hit the bell, turn on all notifications so you don't miss a fucking thing. And if you do, well, fuck you, man. That's pretty much it. This is your first time watching, well, welcome to the party, pal! And I hope you enjoyed the ride, because it's very bumpy and very evil. So, buckle up, grab a fucking cold one, enjoy the, and if you like the content, hit that like button. If you want more, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to smash that bell to death. Leave a comment if you want, after the video or during the video. It is what it is. Do whatever you want. It's a free country, yes, last time I checked. But in any case, we move on. Alright, on this chilly Monday night, and you know what that means, March the 6th, 2023, we got Raw coming up in about 40 minutes from now, from that shithole in Boston, Massachusetts. Gonna be the return of John Cena. Also, there is rumors that senile 77-year-old fuck, Vincent Kennedy McMahon, is backstage. Oh, please don't be on the show tonight. Please, for the love of God. But we got that. So Cena returns tonight, probably to do something with Austin Theory. We got Jimmy Uso against Sami fucking Zayn. You know how that's going to end. And we also got Kevin Owens taking on Solo Sikoa. That should be a pretty damn good match. And more to come tonight from Beantown, Boston, Massachusetts, on Monday Night Raw, your 3-hour cure for insomnia. It's true. And it is what it is. But anyway, before I start, I'd like to let you know my first video of the day down below in the description box below on the Metal God channel. I paid my respects and tribute to Gary Rossington of Lynyrd Skynyrd, who passed away yesterday at the age of 71. And also, I lost a dear friend of mine, Jay Scorpion. I went to college with him. Good radio friend of mine. Good kid. Sadly, I lost my friend Jay Scorpion yesterday. I found out the news about 2 hours ago from his brother on Instagram. They messaged me and say, we lost my brother and everything. So I was crushed. I'm still thinking about it. Trying to get over it, but it still hurts when you lose a good friend of yours. Not a good feeling. So it's gonna hurt. So I'm gonna I already pay my respects. But I shouldn't laugh. But I'm gonna dedicate this video to him. To my good friend Josh J. Scorpion, rocking on with all those metalheads in heaven. And yeah, so watch the video down below in the description box on the Metal God channel. So that's it. All right, let me get this done really quickly because Raw's coming up, and I got other things to do, if you know what I mean. And that's pretty much it. Hope you had a great day, and if not, well, too bad. All right, so right now, grab a cold one, strap in, put your seatbelt on, because it's going to be a bumpy ride. And it is time for your late and out-of-date AEW Revolution 5 review from last night at the Chase Center in San Francisco, California, home of those 49ers! That's pretty much it. Big ups to my good buddy Will Rally Sport Rally, watching on from over the pond. He says, "Hi, Pete. Oh, what's going on, mate? How you doing? Hope you had a great Monday there in jolly old England, love." But it is what it is. Pretty nice here. It's gonna be raining and maybe it might change the snow. Not too much. You're not gonna get nothing here because it's been a really very bad, not a bad winter, but a very nice winter because we haven't got anything. Barely anything this winter. We got 2 weeks left. Really, 2 weeks from tomorrow is the start of. Well, actually, 2 weeks from today is the first day of spring. So winter. Well, you got another 2 weeks to get your act together. But I looked at the long range forecast. We ain't get shit, and I love it. No snow. I don't have to shovel. I don't have to break my back. That's already broken. I'm having fun. You know what that means, though? Come December 21st of this year, we're going to get 6,000 blizzards. 75 feet of snow next winter. I can guarantee that. Usually when we don't have any snow in the winter, we get a bad winter the next year. It's just the way it is here in New York. But pretty soon I won't be living in this garbage fest of a state. We're living in a nice, warm state, run by a great man. You know who he is. No, it's not Donald Trump. But he's a great man, too. Donald Trump, gonna be huge, 2024. Anybody see his speech on Saturday night? Epic. Fucking epic. I wish it was DeSantis, but it's not. Probably not going to be DeSantis this year. Maybe in 2028. But we'll get there when we get there. But anyway, vote for Trump in 2024. But that's all I got to say about that. All right, so let's get to Revolution last night. Fucking epic pay-per-view last night from the Chase Center. It was just... I was shocked. Didn't think, with the card that they had, besides the two matches I was actually invested in, the Iron Man match and the Trios match, I think maybe the card was kind of a little bit soft, but this show was great from start to finish. There was a little bit of a hiccup with the tag title match, but we knew that was going to happen. But anyway, we move on from there. And that's that. All right, so let's get into it. Let's not waste any more time. All right, so we started with 0 Hour, the pre-show. We had a 6-man tag team match pitting the Varsity Athletes, Tony Nese and Josh the Goods Woods, along with Ari Daivari, managed by that idiot, smart Mark Sterling. They took on the Lucha Brothers of Rey Mysterio, Phoenix, and his brother, Pentagon Zero Miedo. And they teamed up with the Funky Chicken himself. That's Mark Briscoe. Reach for the sky, boy! As always, we have to pay tribute to Jay Briscoe, the man. And that's pretty much it. Along with Alex Abrahantes at ringside. This match went as predicted. The Lucha Brothers and Mark Briscoe win with a trio, no pun intended, of finishers. As the Lucha Brothers hit the spiked Fear Factor on Daivari, with Tony Nese getting a Widow's Peak at the same goddamn time. Oy, oy, oy. And then Mark Briscoe comes off the top rope with Froggy Roll! 1, 2, 3. The Lucha Brothers and Mark Briscoe are your winners in just under 13 minutes. And that's pretty much it. Match I gave 3.25 out of 5 stars. And that's it. We move on. Alright, afterwards, Mark Sterling gets his ass kicked like he should. Sucks to be you, eh? But I digress. Alright, so then we go to the main show and our commentary team. As always, the man behind the mask, Excalibur. We had Taz, Good Hook Brother, and the legendary man himself, Back on King Ross! Back on, it was a slobberknocker! Stone Cold! It is what it is. I need a good pick-me-up from last night because, you know, I watched the China documentary. Oh, my God. That was so tear-jerking on A&E. The whole documentary with China. Oh. That legit. I'm not kidding. That legit made me cry. Legit. And then hearing the news, you know, Gary Rossington died, and my best friend died. I heard my best friend died today. Well, not a good night. Not a good night. Not a good first 7 hours of the day. But whatever, you know. It hasn't been a great day, but you know, I'm trying to get over it. But I talk about AEW wrestling, it makes me happy. And in 31 minutes, I'll be even happier going on Issa's chat. But it is what it is. Because she's hot. But I digress. Alright, so we go to the main show. And we start off with a banger of a match. We had Ricky Starks, absolute Ricky Starks. If you can't do that, then you can't do it. He's taking on Le Champion, the Wizard show. And I forgot to shut my notification off. Sorry about that. I meant to do that. Anyway. So we had absolute Ricky Starks taking on Le Champion, Chris Jericho, with the Jericho Appreciation Society banned from ringside. But you think they were going to be banned? You were wrong! Ricky Starks had his bad ribs all taped up. Jericho exploits that early on, and then Ricky Starks comes back. They go to the floor. Ricky hits a suicide dive. Then he gets chopped against the ropes back inside the ring. Then a forearm to face by Jericho sets up the lion salt, but missed. But then Jericho comes back, drops Ricky on his bad ribs across the top rope. Then he drives Ricky hard into the barricade, and the fans are like really ripping into Jericho. We get a butterfly backbreaker on the ribs. Ow. And then Jericho is like gloating and everything, slapping Ricky Starks in the face, which basically just wakes Ricky up. But Jericho sends him into the apron for the triangle dropkick, or the golden triangle dropkick made famous by Ibushi, which sets up a baseball slide to the ribs, sending Ricky outside again. Then we get the old-fashioned abdominal stretch, 1921, inside the ring. Ricky had to power his way out. We get a tornado DDT by Ricky for a near fall. Jericho kicks him out of the air on a... I take that back. Kicked him out of midair on another attempt. Jericho hits a Death Valley driver, of all things. I never thought he would ever be able to hit that. But he's the man of 1,001 holds. Well, 1,002 holds if you follow WCW. So, blah, 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 blah. So he hits that for a near fall. Ricky's back in trouble. Jericho sends him chest first into the corner. Ow. Goes to the codebreaker, gets countered into a powerbomb for a near fall. Ricky loads up the spear, but Jericho counters it in midair with a codebreaker. Nice, for a near fall. To get back up, Ricky hits the spear this time for a near fall. And then they slug it out on their knees and then in the middle of the ring, and the fans going nuts. Ricky kicks Jericho in the chest, then misses a middle rope moonsault. As Jericho locked in the walls of Jericho, goes straight after the ribs, but somehow Ricky rolled out of it, and he's able to grab his own half crab, circa Lance Storm, a great Canadian. Because there's not a lot of great Canadians besides Bret Hart. But I digress. So he grabs his own half crab, and then the Spanish god, Sammy Guevara. He comes out and gets speared by Action Andretti, who came out of nowhere. And that distraction led Jericho to grab Floyd the Bat, smack Ricky in the ribs, unbeknownst to Aubrey Edwards, of course. And then he hits the Juice, goes for the Juice effect, it gets blocked. Ricky just raises his arm and blocked. Which I thought was funny. And then Ricky grabs Jericho, hits Rochambeau. 1, 2, 3. Ricky Starks once again beats Jericho. So Jericho put Ricky Starks over not once, but twice, which is interesting. So we got that. So went 14 minutes, a little over 14 minutes, and I gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars. I know it was a pretty damn good match, a banger of a match, if you will. So we get that, and that's pretty much it. A lot of people thought that Action Andretti was going to turn and join the Jericho Appreciation Society. That may or may not happen in the future. I don't know, but we'll see what happens with that. Let me move on. All right, match number 2, the final burial match, or I call it a casket match. Pitting Jungle Taker Jack Perry and Christian. And the object of the match, obviously, was to bury your opponent alive in the casket, which I thought was weird because I had like a big pile of dirt and then like a makeshift coffin that goes pop, straight to hell. I thought it was just weird. But anyway, so this was basically a street fight. Jungle Boy comes out in street clothes. Christian came out in a black getup. How fitting. And Jungle Boy went right at him with a double leg takedown, beat down, ground and pound. Then sending Christian face first into the ring post. Ow. They go to the floor. Christian bails into the crowd. Jungle Boy gives chase. Christian is taken back to ringside. He goes up the ramp right near the casket. Uh-oh. Jungle Boy then takes him down, tries for the snare trap on the ramp. He gets kicked away. And then we go back to the ring with some right hands in the corner by Jungle Boy. Has Christian in trouble until he knocks Jungle Taker down and rubs a forearm right in his face. Ugh, shit. That, and then some good old-fashioned choking on the ropes. Jungle Boy is in trouble. His mom and his sister were in the crowd, obviously. And then we get a big dive to the floor by Christian. Jungle Boy then sends him into a whole bunch of things. Christian was busted open a little bit. Not too much blood. We'll get to blood later in a minute. Jungle Boy goes for the stomp and missed on the arm. Gets dropped headfirst onto the steps. Ow. And then takes off his belt, starts whipping Jungle Boy like a government mule. Then he go up the ramp to the casket. Christian starts choking Jungle Boy even more. He opens the casket, pulls out a chair. You never saw that before. A freaking chair in a casket? What's this, Balls Mahoney? No, just kidding. Anyway, Jungle Boy knocks it away, gets backdropped on the dirt. Ow. And then Christian hits the kill switch on the chair, or goes for it, I should say, and it's broken up. Christian then sent off the stage, and Jungle Boy then hits a big flippy dippity off the stage on the Christian. The fans went nuts. And then Jungle Boy walks into a low blow right in the nuts by Christian. Christian sends him face first into the closed casket over and over and over and over again. And the casket's still open. Christian can't puts Jungle Boy in the casket, but can't shut the door. Well, shut the lid, I should say. Jungle Boy goes after the leg. Christian then throws some dirt in his eyes. Goes for the kill switch on the dirt, but once again missed, which allowed Jungle Boy to come back with some shovel shots. Hey, you're not Triple H, stop it. Get back up. Christian's shovel shot missed, so Jungle Boy pulls him into the snare trap to basically choke him out. Christian is down. Jungle Boy is able to hit the concerto. Why didn't you do that a week or so ago? So he hits that, but he's like, nah. I'm not done yet. Or as Braun Strowman was like, I ain't finished with you yet. So Jungle Boy has had enough. He throws Christian in the casket, shuts the lid, and the casket goes. We see a little bit of smoke, which I thought was too cheesy, but the way it went down like an elevator really fast. I was like, oh shit! He got sent straight to hell. So there's your winner, Jungle Man Jack Perry, the Jungle Taker. He gets the win. Match gave another 3.5 out of 5 stars. But it was a good match. I thought the ending, the actors, how the casket went down with the smoke, I thought it was a little bit cheesy. Would have been nicer with some explosions and fire! But, yeah. It is what it is. And that's it. So 3.5 out of 5 stars for that. Alright, then we go to a recap of D-E-D, baby! D-E-D, D-D-E-D, baby! Against the House of Black for the Trios Championship. By the way, BTE finally came back today. And, thank you, Brandon. By the way, Brandon, yeah, I know you saw my comment. I know Brandon Cutlass saw my comment. There's a good chance. There's a 45% chance I will be on BTE next week. Because Brandon will be in New York this Saturday. I can't wait. I can't wait. So if you see me on BTE, you know. But if not, it's fine. I don't care. Anyway, so then we go to the match number 3 for the Trios Championship, the Elite, the Young Bucks. Along with Kenny by God Omega and Brandon Cutler and Michael Nakazawa and Don Callis. They take on the House of Black. Epic fucking entrance, by the way. Epic fucking entrance. Felt like an In This Moment concert. They're coming behind the freaking drop thing. And Julia Hart's there looking like, once again, like Maria Brink. And she had the freaking nails like in a Sick Like Me video. Oh my god. I was like, yes! I was about to blast him In This Moment, but, you know. I think Julia Hart does listen to In This Moment. I really think. Because she's got that Sick Like Me, Maria Brink website look. It looks fabulous. She's a winner. My book. She gets major brownie points. Major brownie points. She's only 22, 23 years old. Damn. But she's engaged now to Lee Johnson, so congratulations to you. That's all I got to say about that. Alright, so this match was another banger of a match. The first few matches, I think 6 matches, great. Well, besides the women's match, which was okay. So 5 out of the 8 matches on this card were great. Actually, let's get back. 6 out of the 8 were great. But we move on. Alright, so it starts out with Buddy Matthews and Kenny with a big stare down. Matthews then grinds Kenny down by his arm. That gets broken up. We get some headlock takeovers into a standoff, which our fans loved. And then Malachi Black comes in with a big showdown with Kenny. And then the Kenny's like, this is awesome! It was. Kenny avoids a kick, but can't grab the one-winged angel, meaning Malachi gets to hit Black. Oh, goes for Black. Goes for Black Mass and missed. Then they both sit down, Indian style, look at each other. The fans are like, whoo, this is good. Good shit. And then Matt Jackson comes in. He's like, I want the big fat guy! Meaning Brody King. So Brody does what he's told, comes in. And then Matt's like, I didn't mean it! Nick, tag me! Nick's like, fuck you, you're on your own. Then he comes in for a double drop kick, and then everything breaks down. The house gets sent to the outside. Matt then dives onto Buddy Matthews and Malachi. Kenny then hurricanes Brody to the floor. Then he does the Terminator dive onto everybody, which was awesome. Not you, Mike. Oh, you said my name! I know. Why? Because you're awesome. I know. Don't say my name all the time. Okay, I'm sorry. Get out of here. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say his name. Anyway. So they go back in. Nick rolls Buddy Matthews up for a near fall. Then goes right back to Brody King for a running splash in the corner. Kenny comes back in, cleans house. Hits the Kataro Crusher for a near fall on Brody King. Then he hits the You Can Escape. He goes for it and gets the knees up. Well, Brody got the knees up, which allowed Buddy Matthews to come in. The dropkick Kenny in the corner. And then the house triple team Kenny in the corner. But it gets broken up. And then everybody's in the ring. And believe it or not, the Bucks start cleaning house with super kicks galore. It's a super kick party! And then we hit a standing sliced bread, number 2. On Buddy Matthews. Malachi Black gets hit with a V-trigger by Kenny. And comes right back with a big slug out with Kenny. Julia Hart then grabs the boot for a distraction. and Brody chokes Matt on the apron, basically trying to choke him out. But Kenny hits another V trigger on Brody. Then he tried to throw it again, and he hit Julia Hart by accident. Oops, sucks to be you. We got Black Mass by Malachi Black on Kenny for a near fall as Nick Bailey made the save. Then the Bucks get sent to the outside. Kenny's basically by himself in a 3-on-1 handicap match, basically. But the Bucks quickly make the save. Then more super kick party as they drop the house. And then we get the BTE trigger on Malachi. And somehow Malachi Black, got saved by Buddy Matthews just in the nick of time. And I'll get all that. And that's that. Anyway, they set up for the Meltzer driver, but Buddy Matthews knees Nick in the face in mid-air. That was nice. And then they pick up Nick and hit Dante's Inferno. 1, 2, 3. We have new AEW Trios champions in the House of Black. I didn't think they were going to do it. I thought the Elite were going to retain, and maybe the next pay-per-view they were going to win. But they went with it. The House of Black finally get the Trios Championship. After coming back from a hiatus, they're back. And they are the Trios Champions, which didn't really sit well with a lot of people that love the Elite like me, but it is what it is. Match was pretty damn good. Gave it 4 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. So we'll see what happens with the House of Black and where the Elite go from here as we move on. Alright, that's that. Alright, then Jim Ross leaves for a little bit, and Tony Baloney comes out to step in. I don't know why. Maybe Jim Ross had to go to the bathroom. Back on, I gotta pee! Back on! Anyway. So we get that. And then we get to match number 4 for the Women's Championship. I'm gonna try to paraphrase a little bit as Raw is coming on in about 15 minutes. So we have match number 4 for the women's title. Jamie Hayter defending against Paige, Saraya Knight, and Ruby Soho with her nice freaking epic punk haircut. Very nice. Match was alright. Kind of a cool down match. As always, the women always have the cool down match most of the time. Pretty, not a short match. It was like almost 10 minutes. Getting to the end, Britt Baker, baby, comes out with Jamie to help out. Britt makes the save as during Hayter breaks up the Scorpion Crosslock. Decks Tony Storm, who came out as well. Big melee that was. Britt makes the save. Ruby hits Destination Unknown for a near fall on Jamie Hayter. As Saraya Knight made the save, they get back up. Jamie grabs a fruit roll-up on Ruby, traps the arm. Smart. And she picks up the victory to retain the Women's Championship in under 10 minutes. Match was alright. I gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars. After the match, Tony Storm decks Britt Baker, goes after Jamie Hayter. And then we get a humongous brawl after that. Ruby's watching from outside, in the ring. She sends Saraya and Tony Storm to the outside. Basically says, "Hey, we run this place, bitch!" He was a bitch. And then, Jamie, Ruby, and Britt are all celebrating. And then Ruby Soho, and I called this, by the way. She does the heinous act and kicks and hits the riot kick on Jamie Hayter, knocks her out, then hits Destination Unknown on Britt Baker, lays her out, and then Saraya Knight and Tony Storm give her the spray paint, and they spray paint both of them in green as they leave. So the Outsiders, basically, now a threesome now, a trio, Ruby. Sorry about that. What are you doing, Wrestling Cat? Crazy cat. Anyway, Wrestling Cat's acting up. So we got Ruby Soho, Tony Storm, and Paige as the Outsiders taking on basically the AEW originals of Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter. I think the third member will probably be Willow Nightingale. And then, I don't know if there's going to be one more on each side to set up Blood and Guts 3. I think it's 3. Yeah, 3. And I already said it, female Blood and Guts match. I don't know if it's going to be 4-on-4 or maybe 5-on-5. If it is 5-on-5, then I would think it's probably going to be Hikaru Shida and maybe I wouldn't put Rio in that, but I don't know who to put in at number 5. But I think for the outsiders, definitely has to be Mercedes Moné and Mandy Rose. That's the only 2 outsiders that we have. Unless they bring somebody up, we don't know. Maybe Jade comes in. Maybe Jade would be in that match. Be the AEW original. So you have Jamie Hayter, Britt Baker, Jade Cargill, Willow Nightingale, Hikaru Shida against the AEW originals of Ruby Soho, Toni Storm, Paige, Mercedes Moné, and Mandy Rose. I wouldn't put Mandy in a cage, but, unless she was stripping, but that's besides the point. But we move on. So we got that. So the Outsiders versus the AEW Originals coming to a steel cage near you. And that's that. We move on. All right, then we go to match, I think this is match number 5. The Texas Death Match between Jon Moxley and the Hangman, the man who does a lot of cowboy shit. That's Adam Page. And the only way to win is by submission or knockout, basically. Well, the man can't. It's like a last man standing match with a submission. I don't know. But in any case, this match was fucking epic and barbaric. Holy shit. Barbed wire. Moxley's busted wide open about 5 minutes into the match, obviously. And then Adam Page got busted open. We get just a lot of barbed wire boards, tables, spots. We got a fork used. I mean, whatever wasn't locked down was used, basically. We get a chain. We got bricks. I wish it was a cinder block. Would have been better, but a brick. Not one, but 2 bricks. If you had 2 more, you could have built a house. So Moxley puts Adam Page's hand in between the bricks. Bam! I'm like, oh shit! Smashed his hand to bits. We got a pile driver on the barbed wire chair. Oh, this was barbaric. Barbed wire raked across Adam Page's back. Swanton onto 2 chairs. Oh, this was sick. Well, we're getting to the end. And, we get the buckshot lariat is counted into the Death Rider by Moxley. Moxley then stumps Page on the bricks. Oh, man. And the fans like, oh, singing Seth Rollins' theme song, which was earned. Moxley then chokes him with the Bulldog choke. And somehow Adam Page got up at 9. To get back up, Heyman gets his own Bulldog choke. Basically, not really knocking out Moxley. He follows that up with a buckshot lariat as Moxley's like, fuck you, motherfucker! Page comes in with a buckshot lariat. Then he knocks Moxley over the ropes with a clothesline and basically hangs, no pun intended, hangs Moxley, and Moxley just taps out. And right at the 26-minute mark. I'm surprised this match went that long, but it was barbaric. Barbaric. Blood up the wazoo. Oy, oy, oy. I loved it. 4.5 out of 5 stars. I was so tempted to give it 5 out of 5, but I gave 5 out of 5 for another match. We'll get to that in a little bit. And that's all I gotta say about that. So, Adam Page wins another Texas Death Match. He is undefeated. I think he's 3-0 or 4-0 in Texas Death Matches. And we'll see where he goes from here, where Moxley goes. Maybe Moxley will finally go on vacation. But we'll see what happens with that. So, like I said, 4.5 out of 5 stars for that epic fucking match. But it is what it is. Alright, match number 6 for the TNT title. We had Samoa Joe defending against Wardlow. This is boring. We had Powerhouse Will Hobbs, the winner of the Face of the Revolution Sonic Ring match. The number 1 contender. He will get his title shot on Wednesday against the winner. Match was alright, nothing great. Get near the end. Joe tries his own powerbomb symphony. Waldo slips out and gives him a headbutt. Then Waldo grabs his own rear naked choke, or the coquina clutch, and Joe taps. Joe is basically passed out. So Waldo gets back his title for the second time. 10.5-minute match. Match was alright. 3.25 out of 5 stars. So we get that, and then they have a big stare down with him and Will Hobbs. So that's going to happen on Wednesday night Dynamite. This Wednesday night on the program. And that's pretty much it. Let me move on. All right, then we go to, well, I guess that's the crappy match of the night. For the AEW Tag Team belts, we had the Acclaimed Max Caster and Anthony Bowens. Don't forget, ladies, Sesame Mommy Ass! As they take on J-E-F-J-A-R-E-T-T, Jeff Jarrett, and Black Monkey's Moo, yeah, Jay Lito, yeah, dig it! Along with Satnam Singh and the original player from the Himalaya. That is Sanjay Dutt. Both of them look in like regal Indian garb for some reason. They take on Mr. Danhausen. I will curse you. And my good friend Orange Cassidy, the All-Atlantic champion, as they take on the Ass Boys, Colton and Austin Gunn, the champs, in this really weird fatal 4-way match for the belts. Wasn't anything great. Lots of near falls. But anyway, it lasted 13 minutes. I should have went less, but anyway, we're getting to the end. Mr. Danhausen and Satnam Singh had a big epic stare down. Orange Cassidy hits the Orange Punch. And then Mr. Danhausen hits Satnam Singh in his Indian nuts. Knocks him out. Buddy Gunn then adds the Famouser to knock him down, to get rid of him. Then the Acclaim come in and clean house. And they do the little scissor me daddy stuff. Jarrett throws in the guitar. Max Caster takes it away. He's about to hit Jarrett in the head with it. But I think it was Bryce, the referee, takes it away from him, which sucked. And then Jay Lethal comes in with the Golden Globe Award on Max Caster, hits him right in the head, sets up the stroke, but somehow Max Caster kicked out of that. Woo! And Jarrett's like, oh shit, I don't know what to do. So they get back in. Mr. Danhausen almost got the win. I was about to go fucking berserk and really be pissed off. But Mr. Danhausen rose up Austin Gunn for a near fall, but the Guns hit 310 to Yuma, whatever that. Basically, it looks like a version of Shatter Machine, but it's like really different. But it's called 310 to Yuma. So they hit that on Mr. Danhausen. 1, 2, 3. The Ass Boys retain the tag team belts. Kind of figured they were going to do that. Thankfully, the belts didn't change. I was hoping the Acclaim would win, but, you know, the tag team division looks like shit as it is anyway. But there's hope. I'll get to that in a minute. So I gave the match 3.25 out of 5 stars. After the match, the Guns get on the mic with Renee. They brag about their win. And then we hear the music of... And then the return of FTR, Forever the Revival, Cash Wheeler, and Dax Hardwood. They come in, they lay out the champs. Somehow Dax Hardwood got his eye busted open. Don't know how that happened. And they clear the ring. And they grab the AEW tag team belts and say, we're back! So we're going to get that program pretty soon. Probably next coming weeks. But if they don't give it to FTR, you know they're going to the WWE again. Going back to WWE, probably after WrestleMania. Which sucks! So please give FTR the belts. Because we don't want to lose FTR back to WWE land and have them suck. But it is what it is. Alright, so I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. Alright, I gotta finish up because Raw is about to come on. And we get that. Alright, there we go to your main event of the evening. 60-minute Iron Man match for the AEW World title. Bryan Danielson. Yes! Takes on Maxwell Jacob Fartknocker. MJF. Epic entrance by Max with the violins. Felt like I was listening to Apocalyptica. or Ghost, maybe. Ghost. But this was great. Danielson got the first fall, and then Maxwell got 2 straight falls somehow, and then Danielson came back with another fall, so it was down to 2-2. Maxwell then gets a fall at the 40.5-minute mark with the Heat Seeker, and Danielson was scrambling to get another win. So about 9 minutes later, he gets the win as he locks in the legal stretch, and MJF tapped out. So we're down to 10 minutes left. They go back and forth. But neither man could get a fall. Basically, both men were spent. Blood everywhere by MJF and Danielson. So it goes to a 60-minute draw, which pissed off everybody. But then Tony Baloney gets off commentary, goes to the ring, tells Justin Roberts, saying, hey, Tony Khan said 5 more minutes. No, not 5 more minutes. Basically, he tells him, hey, we're going to sudden death rules, and we go for another 7 minutes. And then in the end, MJF gets the win as he made Danielson tap out to the bell lock. So your winner and still your AEW World Heavyweight Champion, Maxwell Jacob Fartknocker MJF. Match was great. 5 out of 5. And that's all I got to say about that. So all in all, a great pay-per-view. 8.5 out of 10 stars for Revolution, and that's all I got to say about that. So Raw's about to start, so I'm getting out of here. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Peter Gilmore signing off. Peace.